Let's take a look at what you guys got up to a little earlier.
What's happening, guys? Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
And Jimmy Crute.
We are going to do some breakdowns of UFC 271. Keys to victory, yeah? I'm going to play Israel Adesanya. So you got to probably try and picture that.
Can somebody get a stool?
All right, well, yeah, get me a stool and then maybe we can picture me being a couple of foot taller. So let's get into it. What does Rob need to do? What are keys to victory for Rob?
So, obviously, if you watch their first fight, you can see that Rob tried to get in with just one single shot, tried to lunge in. I feel like he's got to be prepared to miss his first shot, miss his first punch, and then back it up with something afterwards, you know. Throw out a jab to see how far away Izzy actually is from him. And you know, when you miss that, you know he's still got a little bit more to do because Israel is very good at leaning back. So he's got to have something, probably 2 or 3 missed shots before he can actually touch him. And he has to be prepared to have something backed up after those missed shots.
Exactly right. So you literally, that range, well, that's where I think the keys to victory for Izzy, and he's showed it time and time again, is because he's so good with his range.
Yeah.
And that's why you're saying he needs to find his way in. The 1 and 2 shots ain't going to work. He needs to carry them feet under him, maybe go the takedown, whatever's there, and he's got to do that. So really what we're trying to say is who plays that better. You know what I mean? Izzy, as I was saying, for Izzy with his range, he's so good with his range. I feel like he's even further than anyone else with range. He's that little bit further back, and he's so good at attacking from there, setting things up to find his way in, and making people miss, and still doing his matrix sort of stuff.
What I find with Izzy is he can create range when he's standing this close to you because he can lean back really well.
Yep.
And it like throws a lot of people off.
Well, that's where he caught Rob in the last one too. Got him lunging in, as you're saying, and then
limbo, and still generated enough power.
Exactly, that range awareness, and then not only that, being out of there and the awareness to throw such an unorthodox strike. It's pretty impressive striking.
Impressive.
Do you feel like Rob's looking for the takedown in this one?
Yeah, he's been talking about it in the media quite a bit, talking about having a complete skill set and bringing in a complete game of MMA. And man, Rob is a very good grappler. He's a very high-level black belt and can wrestle really well. So he was supposed to go to the Commonwealth Games for wrestling. So you know, he's not one-dimensional, and his grappling is just as good as his striking. So it'd be interesting to see that. Israel is very hard to take down. Rob said it himself. There's a reason why not everyone's just gone in there and just taken him down like everyone says you should do, you know. It's that distance is so hard to gauge on him to actually even enter for a takedown, and let alone once you get in trying to deal with his sprawl. So I feel like for Rob to get the takedown, he needs to blend it in with his striking anyway. So if Rob does manage to get a hold of him and get him to the ground, I feel like he's going to be able to work a little bit more than Jan Blachowicz did, because Jan was very, like, hold on, where Rob's top game has a lot of ground and pound. He's very good at passing guard. I know Izzy has a very underrated guard. You've seen him throw up triangles on the likes of Calvin Gastelum, but because Rob's not just a wrestler, he's a high level black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's seen a million triangles. He's seen a lot of guys. He's done work with Craig Jones. He's done work with a lot of high-level grapplers in camp. So Rob's seen it all when it comes to grappling. I think Israel has the shock value a lot of the time when guys get him in the ground. He throws up a sub, and people just don't expect it. Where Rob knows that. Rob's not oblivious to that.
Exactly right. And as you're saying, as we did with the wrestling, as in you know, wrestling range, and that's totally different. Same as the ground. If Izzy was to just try and grapple with him, then that might not work in his favour, because again, like you're saying, that's Rob's world. He's been doing that for a long time. But then again, this is MMA. You know, making space and making your aim goal to make space, frame and get up. Get to the cage, start using the cage to get you up. Little things like that. If they in scramble and they find a way to the mat, keep that space, get to the cage, work frames just to get to his knee, get up, you know what I mean? And as Rob's trying to catch him and climb and take his back, whatnot, just don't let him do that. Get back to your feet and go where I feel Izzy's going to be a lot more dominant. So it's definitely going to be a chess match in there, and it's going to be a different fight. I don't think Rob will be as emotional as last time.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Either way, no matter who wins, it'll be a completely different fight to the first one.
High-level chess match. Make sure you tune in Sunday, UFC 271. Don't miss it. See you then.
Yeah, fascinating, guys. Thanks so much for that. How good was that?
Why are they going to do me like that, man? Just show footage of me getting absolutely bashed up by Rob.
It happened, man.
It happens, man. It did happen, and I was there.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, evidently. Guys, the big question, who wins?
Big man, again, like we love both, yeah. But you know, Izzy's my guy, so I got Izzy on this one. I think he's just gonna, you know, show that elite striking, and I think he catches him.
Jim?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same boat as Alex, but the opposite side. I have so much respect for both guys, and you know, may the best man win. But I got to go with my guy Rob.